Hello, everybody. This is your main man, Keith, here from Keith Plays PS4927. Happy Monday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Um, Before we get into Week 14's matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles, I wanted to show you guys two things. Interestingly, we won NFC Defensive Player of the Week with Patrick Peterson, 7 tackles, 2 INTs, and 2 touchdowns. Both of them were pick sixes. Both of the interceptions were returned to the end zone and were claimed as pick sixes. So just keep that in mind. Um, it was last episode against the Carolina Panthers. And before we get into the game, I just want to show you guys one more thing, the playoff picture. I love this bracket to see who's in the playoffs. So Carolina lost last episode to us. So we get the number 1 seed in the playoffs. So the Philadelphia Eagles are now at number 2. They were number 1, but they're not. So without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff. So we're in the Liberty Bell city of Philadelphia, PA, and it is also home of Independence Hall, where the United States of America all began. Alright, now it is kickoff time here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're not too far from the Cherry Hill, New Jersey border. And now Patrick Peterson and the Orlando Wizards are going to return it, and they do get stopped at the 22. We see Jameis Winston stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. So now we're just going to do a simple run play, the halfback drive with Frank Gore. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 22. So now Frank Gore only gains a yard on that play. So last episode against Carolina, he had 5 carries, 58 yards, and 1 touchdown. And we're going to use a tight end attack on a 2nd and 9 from the 23. So now Jameis Winston, he is ready to throw this football. And that is going to be an incomplete pass. And we're on 3rd and 9 from the 23 here in Philadelphia, PA. So now we're not far from the Delaware River, which I think, to my knowledge, I'm not from Philly, but is pretty much closer to Camden, New Jersey, which, believe it or not, if you guys didn't know, Philadelphia was near the border of New Jersey. You know it now. So now Frank Gore, he runs the football. He gets stopped at the 19. And now this will be a 2nd and 5. So now we're going to use the Saints slant route on 2nd and 5. So now Jameis Winston, he's going to throw this football to AJ Green. And that's going to be incomplete. So now this will be a 3rd and 5 now for Orlando. So now Jameis Winston, I'm supposedly thinking he's going to throw the football, and Gronk actually gets this into the end zone for a touchdown. So this will be his first receiving touchdown of the game, and the Wizards lead it here in Philadelphia 7-0. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 33. We're ready to play some defense here, and looks like he's going to throw the football. Carson Wentz, incomplete pass, and now we're going to use the blitz play on 2nd down and 10 here for the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles are going to throw the football. Apparently, Dallas Goedert got the 1st down, and this will be 1st and 10 here for the Eagles. And I'm thinking they might just do a simple run play. And they're actually going to throw the football, and the ball is out, and Orlando has it. So Jason Pierre-Paul, the former New York Giants defensive lineman, makes that fumble recovery. And now we're going to use some inside zone on 1st and 10 from the 32. So now Jameis Winston hands the football off to Frank Gore. And question is, does he gain any yards? He only gained about 4 on that play, which is not very much. And this is now going to be 2nd and 6 now. Jameis Winston, he's ready to throw the football. He's going to pass this to A.J. Green, and he gets this into the end zone for a touchdown. First receiving TD of the game for the first touchdown of the game for A.J. Green. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this will be a 1st and 10 from the 42 here in Philadelphia. Is now the ball is out, and Carlos Dunlap makes that fumble recovery, former Cincinnati Bengals defensive lineman. And now we're going to use the HB drive on 1st and 10. So Philadelphia does get their second turnover of the game, and Frank Gore, he is ready to run the football. No one's even going to stop him up until he gets stopped at the 39. So this will be a 1st and 10. We're going to use a 26 duo run play, and I will guarantee you this will be the final snap of this first quarter, and it will be. All right, now this is 3rd and 19 from the 48. So now Jalen Jefferson, the quarterback, the rookie from Florida, does not get the first down, but he does run it for 14 yards. And this is now going to be 4th and 5. Can we make this 51-yard field goal count for the Philadelphia Eagles? Will Lutz kicks it away, and the answer is no. But the Philadelphia Eagles do have possession of the football. It's their time to shine. They may possibly get their first touchdown of the game. So now, supposedly, they're just going to do a pass play on 1st and 10. So now they throw the football. It's 4 for 5. They're down at the 43. So this will now be 2nd and 8 now for the Eagles. And 2nd and 8. We only allowed 30 passing yards in this game. So now there is a flag. And they're going to throw the football to, I'm presumably saying Deshaun Jackson. And the ball is out. And we're going to return it, and there might be a penalty on the Wizards even. So the penalty is on Orlando, and Malcolm Jenkins, he makes his return to Philadelphia, by the way, and we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now 1st and 10 from the 46 here in Philadelphia. So now the Eagles are going to throw the football. That is going to be an incomplete for 40 yards. We're going to use some zone coverage. And we are at the 46-yard line. So now 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. And they're just going to throw the football, supposedly. They're going to pass this to, I'm thinking it's Dallas Goedert. And he gets his 3rd reception of the game. So the Eagles are looking forward to getting their first touchdown of this game. So they did not score anything at all in the first quarter. So now they're just going to run the football. Throws the football to, I'm presumably saying, Jalen Reagor. And we're going to blitz on defense. So now this is 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line here at the link. So now he's going to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles do take the timeout. Anywho, 2nd and 6 now from the 8 here in Philadelphia, near the Camden, New Jersey border. Now they throw the football, and they do in fact get the first touchdown of the game, Alshon Jeffrey, and this will now be 14-7 here in Philadelphia. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Philadelphia, PA. And Patrick Peterson, who got 2 pick sixes, returned. That's interesting to hear from the last episode. Gets stopped at the 25. All right, now we're going to do a run play on 2nd and 22. Now we got Frank Gore as our running back. He's going to break tackles, and he is going to get stopped at the 46. So he has 6 rushes, 57 yards. And we're going to use a 4 verticals pass play on 3rd and 4. So now Jalen Jefferson, he is ready to throw the football. Will he catch it is the real question. Yes, he does, but will they get the touchdown? No, they will not, but Orlando is leading at 14-7. We'll see you guys in the second half. Okay, now 1st and 10 from the 37 here in the link, and the Eagles are on offense, so they have possession of the football. And now Carson Wentz is going to throw the football to the tight end, and they will get stopped at the 20-yard line. Deshaun Jackson, one of their star wide receivers for this team, He spent 2 stints with the Eagles, his first one from 2008 to 2013. He wore the same number 10, in case if you're wondering. Um, but also, James White, he breaks tackles and he gets this into the end zone for a touchdown. First rushing touchdown of the game for James White in the Philadelphia Eagles. And this game is going to be tied 14-14. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Philadelphia, PA. And now Patrick Peterson is ready to return for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he stiffs arms and he gets stopped at the 28. So now this will be a 1st and 10, 23 yards per return there. And now we're going to use the HB run power O run play off 1st and 10. So now Jalen Jefferson hands the football off to the running back Frank Gore. And he does in fact get a first down. 7 rushes, 69 yards. If he gets 31 more yards in this run game, he will basically have over 100 rushing yards, and that's what we want. Even though if we don't win, it's still a positive note for our offense. And Frank Gore does lose 2 yards on that, a yard on that play. And now this will be a 2nd and 11 here for the Orlando Wizards. So now Jalen Jefferson, he is ready to throw this football deep. And he passes it to Chris Godwin. He had it at first, but turns out it will be an incomplete pass. So now this will be a 3rd and 11 from the 33. So if we don't get the first down, it will be a 4th down like you just see it right now. 4th and 6. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now Alshon Jeffrey gets a touchdown. He gets a long reception. He catches the football and runs it all the way into the end zone. But hold up, there is a flag on the field. It is on Patrick Peterson, offsides. They are going to decline this touchdown, decline this penalty, and it will become a touchdown. All right, now it is kickoff time here in the Link, and the Eagles are leading by 7 points. So now Patrick Peterson, he is ready to return here for the Orlando Wizards, and he will get stopped at the 27-yard line. So now we're just going to run the football basically, and we're just going to use the 24 zone open on 1st and 10. So now we're at the 27 now, and Frank Gore runs the football and he loses 5 yards there on that play. 9 rushes, 63 yards, and J.J. Watt is now with the Philadelphia Eagles. So he's dominating this defense. And now this will be a 2nd and 15. Jalen Jefferson, he wants to throw the football, and it is an incomplete pass. So now this will be a 3rd and 15. Hopefully we can complete this pass, and this will be a 3rd and 15. Actually, I'm just going to run it in with Jalen Jefferson, and he will get stopped at the 33. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. All right, now it's 4th and 14 from the 37. The Philadelphia Eagles are ready to kick this long field goal, and if they make it, they will add 3 points, and it'll be 24-14. So they missed the field goal attempt, and they turn the ball over to the Orlando Wizards. So now this will be a 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Jalen Jefferson thinking of where to throw it. He does get sacked by Derek Barnett. 1.5 sacks and 1 tackle. 2nd and 20 now here for the Orlando Wizards. I'm just really going to run it in with Jalen Jefferson for the most part. And I am going to get sacked by J.J. Watt. He has 1.5 sacks, and he has over 100 sacks in his career. Spending the time with the Houston Texans, I think he led the league in sacks twice with 20.5 to my knowledge or something like that. So now he's going to throw the football to Chris Godwin, and he is going to get a first down. They're down at the 26, and this will be a 1st and 10. He has exactly 100 yards. So now Jalen Jefferson, I'm thinking we're just going to run the football, and I do get sacked by Fletcher Cox. So we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 38. So now they take the kneel, and this will now be a 2nd and 11. So the clock is winding down, and the Eagles will win this game And if they win, we no longer take the number one seed. They're just going to take the knee all the way. And we're going to go on 3rd and 13 now. 7 seconds to go. We win this game out big time. Well, we technically lose, sorry. So we lost by 7 points here in Philadelphia, the Liberty Bell City, and it is on the border of Camden, New Jersey. So we did lose 21-14. So we did a great job with Frank Gore running the football, and I'll explain more about that when we get into statistics. All right, now we may have lost this game, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're out of the playoffs. Anyway, 154.9 pass rating for Carson Wentz, 11 for 15 there, 193 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. Jalen Jefferson, 104.2 pass rating, 3 for 5, no touchdowns. Jameis Winston, 143.8 pass rating, 3 for 5, and 2 touchdowns there. James White, 4 carries, 25 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving wise, Alshon Jeffrey had 2 receptions and 2 touchdowns. AJ Green had 2 receptions, 33 yards on a touchdown. And Rob Gronkowski had 1 offensive touchdown as well. So, QB sacks, J.J. Watt had 3 sacks in this game. Derek Barnett had 2.5. Quan Alexander had 1. Cam Jordan and Fletcher Cox all had 1. Josh Sweat all had 0.5. Interceptions, there were none, actually. And there were, I think, a couple fumble recoveries by Dunlap and Pierre-Paul. And that pretty much ends it here. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, everyone.